Once again, good afternoon, everyone. Busog tanan, nabusog no, kay naubos man ang shrimp. Mabalaan na, sige, mabalaan ka po na kasi nalubos. Nasa Pikas Building. Na, sige lang. Si Teresin. Habok ng baba niya karon. Okay, so our last topic will be client management. Okay. So, what is client management? Who has an idea? Yung mga naging freelance na or freelancer. Hmm? So, man. Sige, Sam. Depende sa imo kung sa pag-intindi nimo. Oh, personal experience, sige daw. Hmm, okay. Nga to lang. O sino pa? Si Mr. Libay. Si Sir Libay. Experience mo, sir? Nag-freelance na ka, wala pa. Wala pa. Sige si Sir Hayes. Oh, okay. So there are different definitions and malaki kasi yung scope ng client management and meron ding mga so sa client management may mga advantages, disadvantages, yung mga do's and don'ts. So we will take that. So who can read? Okay. So the definition of this is that overseeing, so the process of overseeing and coordinating an organization's interaction with its client and potential client. So ito yung pakikitungo or yung ating interaction between your possible clients or yung clients mo na paano ba natin sila i-handle. So yun. So magkaiba kasi yung clients and customers, di ba? In your perspective, what is your understanding sa pagkakaiba ng clients and customers? Ano ba yung pinagkaiba nila? Sige, sir. O sige, sir, sa mo lang. Okay? Pwede? Ano pa? Sige, sir. Hmm. Hmm. Okay, pwede? O, sino pa? Kamu diri sa likod. Anong pinagkaiba ng clients and customers? Ma-joke ang client, ang customers, hindi? Hmm. siguro sa pagkaintindi ko, yung clients, sa kanila ka nagtatrabaho. Yung customers, sila yung parang output na ba? Mga pa may output ka, sila yung bumibili or kumukuha. Parang ganun. Yes. Mm. Yung customers parang come and go lang. And yung clients is parang ganun, long term, meron din short term. Pero mas deeper yung relationship ninyong dalawa. Yeah. So conversely, a client may buy a product but more typically purchases a service. So service yung uh, binabayaran sa inyo from an organization. By procuring that service, the buyer often develops a deeper and ongoing relationship with the seller, who then provides more personalized attention. In client management, the ultimate goal is to build and maintain good client relationships so a company can retain more of its customers and ensure ongoing success. So a successful client relationship starts with a solid onboarding process. So kagaya nung sinabi ni Sir Hayes, nag-start yan siya sa onboarding talaga. So if solid yung onboarding process ninyo, so doon yung makikita talaga kung ano yung kung sino yung magandang client, di yung mga scammers, di ba? So onboarding pa lang mahina na, wala silang mga kontrata, di ba? Walang pirma. Tapos medyo suspicious yung mga background nila pag research mo, di ba? Wala silang mga high reviews, ganun. Mm. Ah. Pakita mo. Oo. Depende din kasi sa management. Malay mo after pila na ka years nag-change management, di ba? Kasi na-oversee nila yung ganung mga reviews. So ganun, pinalitan ng sa pinakataas, pinalitan nila yun kasi nakita talaga nila na affected yung reviews or ng kanilang company. So malay natin, nag-change na. Kasi ilang years naman yun. And then, mapuprove lang yan if may nakausap ka, di ba? Or na-experience mo. Yung present yun. Kung ikaw mismo naka-experience or may nakausap ka na present na nag-work doon. Okay. Client management examples. Example of client management includes proactively checking on specific clients' needs and questions or conducting satisfaction surveys with a large group of clients. There are more ways to complement client management. First is check in with clients and informally survey them on their needs. Siyempre, paano mo tawag nito, paano mo mapo-provide yung tamang serbisyo if you don't know what your client needs, 'di ba? Paano ka makapagtrabaho, makastart ng mga tasks mo sa kanila if you don't know kung ano yung mga kailangan or dapat. So you might also ask what they want from an organization in your industry. Bale, uh, ang tinutukoy na nito if you are in an organization or an agency. Kasi sila yung, pag once na may agency ka or nasa isang organization ka, meron talaga silang client management. Meron silang assigned doon sa client management. Next is conduct a formal satisfaction survey with a client after you complete a project. So, ganun, reviews or if satisfied ba sila sa trabaho mo. So, if you are going solo, so medyo mahirap yan siya. Pero maganda yan siya if you are parang casual na nag-converse with your client. So, magtanong ka sa kanila if maganda ba yung trabaho mo, if nasatisfy ba sila, or sila na mismo yung magre-react. Uy, ganito, ganyan, maganda yung trabaho mo, ganito. So positive impact din yun siya. And then, hold a debrief with a client and organizational leaders following a project. So, ito yung mga ginagawa sa isang organization. Nagdi-debriefing after a project para malaman kung satisfied ba yung mga clients nila sa kanilang mga ginagawa. Nagdi-debriefing sila. So, and then use client relationship management technology or other means to check in on clients who haven't communicated with your organization lately. Yung mga biglang nawawalang clients, yan siya. So kaya importante yung client management para ma-monitor yung mga clients ninyo if active pa ba or hindi na. So ma-monitor. Kaya meron tayong client management. Next, several basic principles help guide organizations that perform good client management. The principles range from honesty to communication. So top client management principles include the following. So ito talaga yung first, be honest and transparent. So ano ibig sabihin niyan? You can read. So yun, don't sugarcoat. Pag may mga problema, report ka agad sa client or sa boss ninyo. Kasi para ma-inform din yung client, para maging transparent kung ano yung flow na ng project, di ba? So mahirap naman, nag-expect si client na lalong-lalo na sa timeline. Na-expect siya na ganitong oras or ganitong araw matatapos na yung project. And then may mga problems na nag-occur within that timeline. And then hindi mo sinabi kasi nagsusugarcoat ka. So masisira yung credibility ng organization, ng company, ng agency. So dapat be honest and transparent talaga para malaman ni client, ma-inform din siya. Kasi hindi naman lahat ng tawag nito, ng isang project free flowing lang lahat. Kumbaga pa smooth lang. Meron talaga yung problems na nag-occur. Lalong-lalo na if you have big projects with big clients. Kasi sometimes may mga bagay talaga na hindi na o-oversee. Next, communicate well. So, you can read. Sige, Sam. Yan. So, dapat marunong kayong makipag-communicate every day, daily, or tawag nito, regularly, on a regular basis. So, yung kagaya, yung iba sa inyo, di ba? Ayaw nila yung client parating nandyan pag nagtatrabaho, di ba? So, kagaya ni Sam, ayaw niya yun. Parang na-intimidate siya habang nagtatrabaho. Pero sometimes, it gives also an overview of how you work para makita din ng client if maganda ba yung trabaho, sinusunod mo ba yung tamang steps, gano'n. So dapat marunong kayong makipag-communicate para smooth lang din yung pagtatrabaho ninyo. Then client management principles. The next one is build trust. Sige, pakibasa. Christopher. Nuisance. Okay, so this step starts with authenticity. Ano ibig sabihin yan? Authentic, di ba? Legit. Kung legit ba? So sometimes kasi if you are starting pa lang, meron talaga yan yung mga trust issues na nag-occur, lalong-lalo na if bago ka. Hindi mo alam kung legit ba yung mga clients na kinukuha mo o hindi. But in some organization naman, yung ibang mga agency, so alam na yan nila. Parang basa nila ba kung may mga bagong clients, kung legit ba yan, hindi. Kasi nag-check yan sila ng mga background. Silang background checker. And then also, paano din makabuild ng trust yung client sa inyo, di ba? So make sure na ginagawa mong tama yung trabaho mo. So parang walang din yan give and take. Kasi how can he trust you if you don't trust them, di ba? So ganun, diyan nag-start. Next, set expectations. Don't try to please clients by making promises you are not sure you can keep. So ganyan yung iba, di ba? So lalong-lalo na nilalagay doon sa about me. Ito yung kaya ko, ito yung mga skills ko. And then, uh, ini-explain na nila doon sa client. And then, after that, pag nag-start na yung project, sa kalagitnaan, hindi mo pala kaya, di ba? So, ikaw din yung masisira. So, don't set expectations. It also that causes bigger problems later. So, lalaki yan. Kala ng client, patapos na yung project, hindi pa pala kasi hindi ka marunong, di ba? Hmm. Hmm. Oo. Oo. Ah. Gano yan. Yun lang, di ba? Nag-apply siya. So, nilagay niya doon, graphics designer siya. Pero hindi niya na-specify if anong software yung ginagamit niya. So, yun yung mahirap. Oo. Hindi niya alam. Kasi hindi siya marunong mag-Photoshop, di ba? So, Canva lang yung alam niya. Mahirap yun sa Canva. Also, meron. Pero pangit. Hindi siya malinis. At may magic eraser. Also, tell clients what you believe is reasonable in terms of the work. So, syempre, yung ibang clients kasi akala nila yung ganitong trabaho, madali lang tapusin. So, nasa sa inyo na yan, mag-explain kung ilang days talaga ba, be honest lang talaga. Kung ilang days, lalo sa timeline, and then yung result. So, ganun. I-base nyo talaga doon sa capabilities ninyo. And then, ask your clients directly about what they expect from a project or the relationship. Then respond to that feedback truthfully. Be honest and dapat magsabi ka lang ng totoo. So, ganun din, if it will start with honesty, you are also building trust. Diba? O ito, si ganyan, ganito. Explain niya talaga. Diba? And then, pwede niya kang i-refer. I-refer ka niya sa kanyang mga kaibigan, diba? That are also searching for example, a web developer. Ito, ikuan nyo, kunin nyo si ganito, ganyan, or yung agency nila. Kasi maganda yung trabaho. Then, transparent sila, honest sila. O ganun. So, it plays a very important role. Next, you can read. Sige, sige ma'am. Yes, so ito yung pinaka-importante, lalong-lalo na if you are new, a new freelancer. Kasi sometimes, hindi ka nag-expect sa interview, tinatanong yan. For example, bago ka, di ba? Wala kang agency. So some clients question, did you visit our website? Kung website developer ka. So kung hindi ka nag-research, paano mo malalaman, di ba? Hindi ka makakasagot. Hindi mo alam kung anong industry yung sinusupport nila. Baka adult industry na yun, hindi mo alam, di ba? Oh. So ikaw din yung maipit kasi nag-apply ka doon tapos hindi mo alam kung anong industry yung papasukan mo or yung industry ng magiging client mo. So research first. So hindi lang sige kapag ka-apply ba. So you must learn your client industry para maka-adjust kayo. Lalong-lalo na if uh, for example, may isang topic ka na gusto or yung niche mo is same, di ba? So mas madali kang maka-adjust. Also, if you don't know that kind of industry na clients na ano ito, uh, yung industry na saan sila nagfo-focus, if hindi mo alam, at least maiwasan mo. Or you can research ahead of time para at least inform ka. So ganun, research muna. Next. Sige, Nicolas. So yan na yung sinabi mo kahapon, sir. Diba? Pag, kuwari, may maganda kang idea, tapos ginawa mo na, tapos hindi pala nila gusto, di ba? Sa project, parang gusto mo may add-ons or pagandahin. So hindi na yan siya aligned sa kanilang, tawag nito, gustong mangyari or output na gusto. So if you want to add more or parang change, so make sure you communicate with your client. If both sides agree, so why not? Ganun. Next, si Jordan. So ano yung KPI or yung Key Performance Indicators? Walang idea? Analysis, sir, sa? Okay. So, yung KPIs are also analytics or analysis. Analysis siya if you're going on the right track. So, baka yung ginagawa nyo, nalihis na yung landas ng gusto ng client. So, dapat alam nyo kung paano i-measure yung analysis, yung KPIs. Lalo na sa trabaho. And then, your relationship with your clients. Next, effective client management skills. So an effective client management must possess a range of skill and attributes ranging from patience to creativity to a strong work ethic. There are some skills that client managers should have. So ito yung dapat if you want to be a client manager. Kung dapat marunong ka mag-manage ng mga clients in an organization or an agency. First is what? So, extraordinary communicator who actively listens. So, yung magagaling mag-English. Or, mataas yung grade sa ESL. Ganun. Karamo English. Magaling siyang makinig kasi mas nakakaintindi siya kung marunong ka talaga mag-English, di ba? And then, dapat marunong ka din kumausap sa kanila. So, dapat maging extraordinary communicator ka. Next, deep understanding of the organization's product or services. So, dapat alam mo kung ano yung organization or kung saan ba naka-niche or ano bang niche ng mga clients mo. And then, next is balance approach, combining realism and optimism. So, wag kayong imagine lang ng ganitong ganyan. So, dapat yung approach ninyo, totoo siya. Tangible ba? Pwedeng kunin or yung output or yung result, kaya. Hindi na, sige lang ka mo hambal nga, kaya ganito ganyan, pero at the end of the timeline sa project, hindi pala nakaya, di ba? So, balance lang, realism and optimism. Next is problem solver. Dapat marunong kang mag-solve, lalong-lalo na if you are a client manager. So sa isang organization, di talaga naiwasan kung minsan yung isang trabahante may alitan with the clients, di ba? Kasi ganito ganyan, hindi gusto ni clients yung ginawa niya. So dapat marunong kang mag-solve ng problem, lalo sa client relationship. Next, creative and innovative. So dapat marunong ka din. Hindi lang sa tawag ito, sa tao, kundi sa gawa. And then focus on details. So dapat you have keen eyes or dapat yung mata mo matalas, may matang lawin ka sa details. Kasi sometimes there are jobs or tasks na masyadong deep or kumbaga pa intricate ba. And then some of the details na pababayaan. So make sure na yung mga task na ginagawa ng mga kasama mo is relevant and then tama. So you focus on the details. Next is your organization. Dapat marunong ka mag-organize. And then last is confidence when persuading clients to make the right decision. So dapat marunong ka mag-persuade ng mga clients. Marunong ka makipag-usap, persuasive ka. Diba? So pangit naman kung si client lang parating nagde-demand. Kung ikaw hindi ka marunong, di ba? Dapat marunong ka rin mag-persuade nila. Next, benefits and challenges of good client management. So successful client management translates into a more effective work environment and the ability to improve the final outcome of a project. So syempre, pag marunong ka, pag magaling yung client management ninyo, kumbaga pa, it leads to better output. Diba? So kung minsan na-exceed yung mga expectations. So kaya may mga repeat clients na tinatawag kasi dahil doon. Then most important, it means clients are happy with your work and stay with your organization. Kaya may mga repeat clients. So ganun ka-crucial yung dapat magaling kayong mag-manage ng mga clients. Then, kumbaga pa ito yung mga don'ts, pitfalls to avoid in client management. Yung mga dapat iwasan natin. So, who can read? Levi. Okay, so not prioritizing clients. So, yan yung crucial ko minsan kasi masyado kang overconfident. Akala mo, kaya mo na lahat, magaling ka na. So, sometimes meron talagang mga task na mahirap and then dagdagan mo pa. So, hindi na maapas ang trabaho ba? So, you must know what and how to prioritize your clients, lalo-lalo na yung mga needs nila. Dapat nagfo-focus muna kayo doon sa mga saan yung kaya nyong i-retain rather than adding more clients para lumaki lang yung kita. So, sa inyo din yun babagsak. Next, not listening to clients' needs. So, pag gusto ka lang kahambal ba, muna yan muna, muna yung kinanglan muna. So, masisira din yung reputasyon mo, di ba? So, hindi mo pinapakinggan kung ano yung sinasabi ng client, ano ba yung gusto ng client. So, don't try to sell clients new services when the ink is barely dry on the first contract. So, closely listen to their goals and what they actually need para hindi din madagdagan yung trabaho. So, ganun. Dapat marunong kang makinig. Hindi lang sige ka suggest, ganito, kanya para lumaki yung kita. Di ba? Dagdag naman ang dagdag. So, dapat alam mo din kung ano yung kailangan ng client mo. Next is being disorganized. Ano ba yan? Who can read? Sige, Shail. Okay, so if you are a client manager, you should know how to organize, lalo-lalo na yung mga tasks or yung mga trabaho ng kasama mo with their clients. So, dapat alam mo kung ano na yung mga status ng mga trabaho nila. Baka sila mismo hindi na nagagawa, hindi na on time, hindi na on track doon sa kanilang mga tasks. So, nade-delay. So, pag na-delay yung mga tasks, yung job, siyempre delay din yung pera. Or worst comes to worst, you will lose clients. So ganun. So client management best practices. Experts suggest that best practices effectively manage clients, ranging from understanding your organization's strengths and weaknesses to anticipating your client's needs. So here are details on best practices. So first is know the strengths and weaknesses of your organization and team. So a project may require additional work if your team doesn't have skills to perform those duties, provide recommendations or how to get it done. Kasi sometimes uh, client managers pataka lang kakuha clients ba? 'Di ba? For example, ikaw pataka ka lang gyapon kakuha client without knowing na hindi mo pala kaya yung workload. So dapat if you are client manager in an organization, know your strengths kung saan kayo magaling, saan pwedeng ilagay yung mga kasama mo so that yung mga task and job can be done on time or ahead of time. So kasi pag hindi nyo alam yung isang bagay and then kumuha kayo ng client na ganun, so madidelay din kayo. So magre-research pa kayo, study, ganun. So doble yung trabaho. Next, know your client's needs. So this can seem obvious so parati nating inuulit, lalong-lalo sa client management. Know your client's needs talaga. Para wala maglapas, wala pud magkulang. So also you can suggest, lalong-lalo na if you have clients na parang bago pa lang sa industry na ganun, can suggest ganito para ma-upgrade ang security, ba para mas maganda tingnan. So dapat constant talaga yung communication within your relationship with clients. So client management, best practices then. So deliver your client's needs. In part, that means responding quickly to questions and issues. You also have to provide status updates and loop a client into communications when required. This tactic may also mean gathering and analyzing your organization's data about the clients, including their history and details on the past project. So, dapat you can deliver your client's needs. Kumbaga pa tawag nito, ma-provide mo yung mga needs nila. And then, constant communication din para mas madali yung matapos yung trabaho. So, pag hindi kayo nagko-communicate kasi sometimes there are misunderstanding doon sa mga clients natin. So, loop them. Ibig sabihin, everyday kung pwede or regularly yung communication ninyo with your clients. Uy! Questions?